I can't find the secretary mod. You can like, subscribe. I can. I know exactly what I need. How do I think of another one? Probably don't like a big one, but. Hello, hello! Welcome to a new vid. Or stream, really. Kill it to the bone, no. This ain't an allegory, baby, oh my gosh. Unless you can have it's together, baby, in the dark. It's the moment. Shake it to the bone, no. I ain't gonna make all this music video on the song. La da 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 da. Music in my ability. La da da da.
I swear I've never said my cat's name. Oh, my wife could tell my cat's name from a childhood. That's impressive. Welcome back to the lunch table. Guys, we are in a hotel in the middle of Philadelphia.
Right.
We're in this
One again.
conference room. We're going
Have
to be
virtual thing.
interviewing Joshua, who's a mentalist. He's going to read our minds. Abby, I'm terrified. I've been terrified all day. I'm not. Dude, I've been talking to him on Instagram throughout the week for the interview. I'm like scared of everything I say. I don't want to reveal anything. I haven't told this guy. I was like afraid to tell him my name. First of all, he knows everything about it. That's what I'm afraid about, man. I don't want to give away any information because this guy looks at me and thinks about $5,000. He's gonna walk. No, we're second. We were born to like basically down at 35. Honestly, I'm extremely excited. This is the first podcast we've ever done in our studio. We're traveling now. We are a legit podcast, and mentalism is something that I find so interesting. We've all seen like O's The Mentalist. I'm just like so excited to see what this guy could do, because I promise everything you see today is real. I swear the two of us did not tell him any information ahead of time. We don't have any producers because we literally don't have producers. Anything that he says, I don't know how he did. We promise we will not lie to you guys.
They got fired from a bunch of guys.
Yeah, we don't have producers. It's the two of us. We're in a hotel. We don't even have permission to be here right now.
You keep saying that.
I'm sorry, but we just set up these lights. I'll put it in the podcast. You'll see this little Ricky Big setup we have going on here. It actually looks nice.
Does it feel real? Like this is real?
This does feel cool, man. We like walked in this hotel carrying all these bags of like cameras and microphones, and then we just pretended like we belonged. Honestly, that goes a long way. Just pretend like you belong, and people just looked at us. Like there was a dude cleaning the floors as we're setting up, and he's just like, "Oh yeah, I'm sure they belong here."
You know what's wild is we're in the hotel, and you keep screaming in their main ballroom. You just gotta act. Nobody even questions.
I'm saying it out loud that we have no permission to be here.
This is unbelievable. First of all, I'm a skeptic.
Not surprising. You don't believe in anything. We had the dream analyst a few weeks ago. You didn't believe her until she started doing her stuff. So you don't think he's going to be able to read your mind?
I don't think this mind can be read. First of all,
that's true. Abby's wife, before he left today, was like, he's not going to be able to read your mind. You don't even know what you're going to say.
That's the I do like the Michael Scott.
Yeah.
And it's just like, sometimes I just say the words, my thoughts catch up after.
Someone zooms into Abby's brain and you just see like a hamster on a wheel. You just have no idea what's going on.
Background, make sure to like and subscribe.
He might ask me about something and I'm going to give him some information accidentally. Or he's going to read my mind and I'm just going to forget.
Get in on our epic savings event at Firestone Complete.
This is gonna take a while. You might get to podcast by the time.
283 trillion.
I
know. You think he's gonna like us?
Probably not. There's many people like us, Abby.
Don't make us sound so impossible because I feel like the people that like us are cool.
That's fair.
He's a cool person. He'll like.
I've watched a few videos on this guy. I've talked to him the last week. He seems like a super nice guy. He's from, I think he'll tell us, and we're going to ask him all these questions in a minute. He's going to come down in a minute. But I think he's from Florida. So he came all the way up here because he's performing tomorrow.
I used to live there.
Yeah,
Now the Tennessee.
I'll give you guys an hour.
Not a good place to live. It's hot. And the main reason why.
Podcast. I'm starting to now realize why he wouldn't just come to your studio in your house, because we saw him on Instagram.
Yeah.
And no offense,
he has fail doing this different reports and
okay.
But then we went on his website.
He's big.
Yeah, he's big. He's a pretty big mentalist. We're at a huge convention center.
Yeah, there's got to be 500 chairs here that he's performing at. I mean, I kind of want to come back tomorrow and see his act. But we gotta personalize it.
Do you think he'll let us go on stage and do like a mini podcast for him?
Definitely not. I'm gonna ask him later in the podcast. I'm gonna ask him if he can teach us a trick that we can then like play on our lives at home.
Fair.
I think that's gonna be fun. Do you have any?
Well, I do have questions overall in terms of the general sentiment.
I was gonna say, do you have anything you want to talk about before he comes down?
I do.
Okay.
Well, we're in Philly. Are we going to get food?
I was gonna say we should get dinner afterwards. Right?
What kind of? We going cheesesteaks?
I don't eat meat. I don't eat red meat.
You made me drive 100 miles to Philadelphia.
Yeah, it was like an hour and a half from my house, and then he had to drive to Philadelphia. You're gonna get home at like 2 in the morning tonight.
It's so bad. But all right.
I don't stay up late.
It is cool that
I've been very
podcast,
before.
That makes it feel
All the
real.
times I hate doing it.
It's all
That's my limit.
I
I like staying up with her.
Can
I get into bed probably until like 4. I don't know that for sure, but I would assume so. Because how long it does take me to go to sleep.
Still not really
Well, I would say sponsor.
No.
We've had like one sponsor.
Surfshark.
Okay, we've had 2 sponsors.
2 of the biggest sponsorships in the world.
Yep.
And I'm traveling. I'm in a convention center in Philadelphia. And then it's like, on Monday, I gotta wake up and like answer a status call for like one of my projects. Also,
I'm like not even doing anything. They're creating
Like I
this
said,
state.
pictures, like me and Abby, like two
They
idiots,
come
are,
like
like grabbing
oh,
chairs, grabbing plates,
shit.
trying to set things up as fast as possible.
Like, you think he's gonna walk in and be like, oh, where's the on-camera talent? Like, when he sees
Or he's gonna be like, "Where's your crew?" Like, I think you guys like. I told him I had 1 million subscribers. He's gonna be like,
no, you don't.
"You guys, you guys stink at this."
It doesn't.
Here's my goal. I don't want to give him anything. So as we're doing the interview, I'm going to be very careful what I say to him. If he asks me family member names or my favorite colors or where I live, I'm going to give you a little look, and I'm not going to answer.
I'm not telling him anything about
He's now just going to come across me. He's going to be like, "Oh, you guys like that." No. Like, dude, this isn't even part of the act. I already know where you live. I'm just being nice.
It's like nope. Isn't it? Yeah.
Don't tell him.
I won't tell him who my favorite baseball team is.
Don't tell him.
I won't.
Don't even tell him your hair color.
Oh,
See, he might see. If he asks, we can answer. We're gonna be the biggest suckers.
oh, we're gonna
He's
be.
gonna walk in and just instantly be like, "Brandon and Apple, Pennsylvania. Your kid's name's Mia. Your kid's name's Rafael." He's gonna go out because we're close to the meeting.
Do you think this guy is like 2 hours? This is what I'm getting about.
Yeah.
Then why aren't you just like everything? Why aren't you the next?
Oh, like why isn't he just like buying lottery tickets because he knows what the number is going to be? I think he will explain. Mentalists aren't actually reading your mind. They just know how to get
Yeah, I
information
was
out
goes
of
on.
you in ways that
It's weird.
you don't even realize
Sorry,
you're
I'm
giving it
wrong.
away.
So is like Joe Rogan a mentalist
What? Where did you get that?
or Howard Stern?
Just good interviewers.
Wouldn't that be a mentalist who just explained it?
I guess. I don't know. I'm afraid. But should we just get him?
We also should get this rolling because I feel like security's gonna walk in like 5 seconds.
That's smart. I was going to say any second we could get kicked out. So let's get this interview started so we can actually have a full interview. If this video cuts off halfway through, you know that we got kicked out because we don't have permission.
See Brandon getting dragged out.
I have like handcuffs. Have I mentioned that we don't have permission to be here? Anyway, guys, prepare to have your minds blown. Joshua's walking
Forget
in now.
how.
We've got Joshua Stat on the podcast. Welcome to the lunch table.
Hey, hello, everybody.
I'm also going to be honest, this is the second time we have done this intro because Abby and I have no idea what we're doing and it wasn't recorded.
We were all so much fun.
Yes, we were. Joshua, thank you so much for coming on the podcast. I'm sorry how bad we are at running a podcast.
Yeah, I know this is your first live one,
It's
right?
the first one we've ever done not in our studio.
But I'm doing an event here in Philadelphia anyway, so I was like, you know what, just crash it. We set up here in the corner of the room where I'll be performing tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Yeah, we were on the drive in, and Joshua was like, "Oh, we can kind of do it in the lobby. I found a little area." I mean, I don't really know if we have permission to be here, but Joshua's the keynote speaker tomorrow. So we know Joshua.
Don't kick you.
I have a picture, guys, of the set that we have right now. We're just in the corner of a room, but they don't seem to be using it.
Go support their podcast. Watch from the start to now. It's very cool when you're doing stuff, honestly.
So we're going to talk about all that stuff today. The first question, and I know I just asked you 5 minutes ago before the camera's not working.
I'll do acting and pretend that I'm hearing it.
Yes, what's your first question? My first question, and you might be able to read my mind.
Does it
and
have to
know
do with how I got started?
Unbelievable. He's already reading my mind. The first question I always have to ask people when we have guests, how did you get into mentalism? How did you get into voice acting? We kind of already know the story, but we'd love to share it with the audience one more time.
Absolutely. That's take two. So I grew up in a small town in the Midwest, Kent, Ohio, which is
I was gonna
a
guess
college town. Yeah, you would have been right.
Kent State.
Yeah, that's correct.
I went to Penn State.
Okay.
I played Kent State in football one year.
Great. Totally. It's nothing to do with the story,
Nothing
but
to do with
yeah.
anything. Here we go.
Mom secretary. So, what did you play? What's
I played tennis growing up.
yeah? That's a good part. There's Ed Bowser. It's the show. There's no participation.
Thanks there.
And how do I know this? Because I got my kids tennis lessons with them.
No, I that's what's up.
Zero interest. I named my son Tiger, and I live
Snake
at
name.
a overlooking a golf course He refuses to play that too because according to them, these are old people's.
Is your name Time Tiger or Eldrick?
Just Tiger. Yeah.
Not a real fan, I guess.
I see. Well, since you're the best dad ever, you have your next one. That you know of. That you know. Anyway, sorry. Anyhow.
So it can't question.
Third time. No. Yeah. So here's how I started.
How do we own this landing system?
There
On the
was
right.
a dinner theater where about 20 minutes from where I grew up, where a lot of the Broadway musicals were being held for versions and productions across the States.
Before they went on Broadway?
After Broadway. And they needed a kid who might listen. And they were casting a show called Brigadoon, for which they needed kids with red hair. And I don't have that, but my younger brother did, so my mom dragged me along to the audition. My brother had no interest in this. But as the story goes, as soon as I walked in the theater, my eyes light up. My mom said that was at the moment she knew that I found what I wanted to do with my life. Perform. Yeah, I wanted to perform. And I pushed past all the kids, the moms, all waiting to audition. I just walked up to the table with the director, the casting director, and said, look, I know I don't have red hair and blue eyes and freckles, but you can dye my hair. You can paint freckles on my face.
How old were you at the time?
I was 8.
Wow.
And I'll wear blue contacts.
You were motivated.
Yeah.
Excavator this file. This is more of a sort of a log gripper on it. Grapple on it. Log grapple on it.
Because they know I'll show up and do work.
Surprised some people don't know what excavator is. It's honestly amazing. A couple years I know they don't know what that is.
The King
Weird.
was starring as the King on Broadway.
It's like, how do you not know this?
Interesting. I've developed new skills that have allowed me to pursue leadership opportunities at Liberty Mutual.
Right. So weird. Yeah.
He was the hero. Cue the picture. Yeah. Anyhow, so suddenly I did the 8 shows, 8-week runs, and I did them straight through, one after another, for 10 years, from the time I was 8 to 18, with professional equity productions. But I remember the theater was 500 seats when I started, and then they grew, and by the time I was out of high school, it was 2,500 seats.
That's a big theater to be performing. Yeah.
As a kid, yeah, it was the best training, on-the-job training, so by the time I started as a voice actor, I had a lot of experience from singing and performing live with how to use my voice, breath control, and vocal modulation, things like this. And then as a magician and playing the lenses, I just had so much experience on stage performing live. I was hoping doing it. So far so good. I've never had a real job. It's just, I always felt like all I wanted to do was just talking it.
Yeah.
And I've been able to accomplish that now for quite a long time, since I was just a knee-high to a grasshopper.
The wee little lass.
A wee little lass. Yes.
Do you have any stories of being up on stage, whether it's mentalism, magic, anything, where you tried to do a trick and, guess my card, guess my number, guess my girlfriend growing up, and you were just dead wrong in front of thousands of people?
Not that specific, but I do remember when I was doing magic, traditional magic, I always wanted to steal watches, and I would get caught constantly.
Oh, God.
And I learned real quick not to do that at the beginning. That I'm a magician and not just a really bad
That's why you got kicked out. They
Yeah.
just thought you were a thief. Did you ever think anyone was lying to you? Where you were just like, that's your card, and they're like, no.
Yeah, that happens all the time. But sometimes, well,
You punch them?
no.
Do you kick them? No.
With grace.
I steal their watch.
So
What it's saying is like they actually put up the King of Hearts, but then they want to make you look like a fool.
This had a show a couple of years ago, and a woman came up on stage. She must have been like 80 or something. And sometimes, well, she forgot. She forgot what she was doing. But I have. My objective is to entertain the audience.
Yeah.
Humor can come from anyone. So I don't know about stuff like I roll and part of my character on stage is just to get very frustrated in sort of George Costanza way when things go wrong. So I just use whatever's given me.
I love that. Well, my gaming channel, I told you I have another YouTube channel. It's called The Frustrated Gamer.
Okay.
So I kind of have a character of being frustrated while playing videos.
Yeah, that's the best.
He's not way better than me because he's not the voice.
Yeah, but I can't play the games.
It's funny. Every time someone's like, yeah, so you make money playing video games? And I'm like, yeah. So you must be really good at them. I'm like, nah, I stink at the game.
Maybe it's more entertaining to see you fail.
I think people like it.
Probably makes them feel better about their
Yeah, like, I beat this game, and
right.
This dummy over here
Yeah.
like hasn't been able to get through level 1.
Yeah.
But
Suddenly they seem much more expert.
when you've been on stage doing mentalism in particular, or magic, is there a reaction that sticks out to you? Someone passing out, someone peeing their pants, some crazy reaction of a trick that sticks out to you?
Yeah, I used to do these hypnosis shows, and I had to sort of pull back what I was doing because at first I wanted to like prove, it's real, and it is. Like certainly there are just that are BS in the audience. There are rants, college roomies. There are people that fake it, but you don't have to.
If you had a college roommate that was a fake hypnotist, yeah, Greg Mystic.
How do you know he's fake?
Well, first of all, I mean, I could see a little how the cake was made at the house. He took it pretty seriously, but I just feel like whenever he did it, like,
Part was, how do you fake it? Like, if you make someone pass out, did he like drug them before?
so that's what he
Or
said.
did he have industry plans?
He's pretending
It's
that.
like the power of suggestion. Like, there is no fake. Right?
No, there is definitely fake.
Yeah.
I would kick a lot of people off the stage. I always had like if 20 people come up and I would hand it to 2 people that are really legitimately under. I'd rather do that than
Sure.
have people playing along. Sometimes they would play along because they so wanted it to happen, but then they couldn't get out of the head long enough to let the power of influence take effect.
But that's how my dad quit smoking.
Hypnotism?
Oh, totally it works. Yeah.
Real.
Oh, I did thousands of shows. That's when I started touring. So, little side note here. You ever watch the show? There's a couple of them on Netflix. Magic for Humans or Magic Prank Show with Justin Roman. Myself, I have. He's a magician. He was a buddy of mine when I lived in LA. The two of us started touring in college. Well, he was already touring in college, so he took me along with him. They would do magic, and I would do hypnosis there. And the power of a good hypnosis show, like nothing can top it. So like I had to learn to back off on what I was doing because when it would work well, people would just like flop out of their chairs onto the floor. So really, to your initial question about that, yeah, I don't want that.
There we go.
On stage.
So it's something that you're trying to hypnotize someone on stage, and then people in the audience, they're going out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Are they drunk?
No, it's just that influence is so strong. Like if you ever find yourself humming a song and you don't know how it got in your head, and then somebody points out that was what was playing in the 7-Eleven when you walked in there 20 minutes ago. That's what it's like. So there's beta, alpha, theta, and delta, which are your brainwave patterns. Those are also sororities. But in regards to hypnosis, those are the brainwave patterns that we go in and out of every 20 minutes throughout the day and night. And when you're having like a lucid dream, this theta, it's very, very.
What did I tell you, brother? It says lucid dreams. Lucid dreams.
Feels very real, right? So like you can twitch, like you think that you're falling, and then you physically move. That's it. That's all hypnosis is. It's all self-hypnosis, but it's being inculcated by hypnosis is guiding you into that state of hope. Giving you some questions rather than random dream states. So people in the audience may go out. I got flown to Japan twice. South Korea 3 times to do TV specials, and we're all hypnosis initially, and then as I became a mentalist and replaced it with mentalism, we started doing those. I was using a translator, and I developed a technique.
You were able to hypnotize people with the translator?
Yeah, I developed a technique where I go like this. So I would tell them.
I'm gonna be honest. I just thought you were a mentalist. I knew you did voice acting.
Yeah.
I've been more scared of you than I was at the beginning. I was already there. I'm like,
I don't do that anymore. I don't do that.
just do you believe like you have powers?
No. No. And don't believe anybody that tells you they do. They're all bullshit. Okay? There's no psychics. Oz is a very good entertainer. He doesn't have it. It's correct. I'm glad he says it. I'm going to not at all. I love Owen, honestly, because he's been great for business, because more people know what a mentalist is.
That's how you found out about a mentalist.
I've been a mentalist for 20 years, and until this last year, I always had to explain, even at the beginning of my shows, like especially my theater show. So I do this touring theater show. Now, I stopped doing hypnosis in the pandemic because I forgot how to do the show. I forgot it, and I was like, I don't want to come out and do sort of a half-assed show. Like I was so good, and then I stopped for a couple of years, and I already had the second show, which was the mentalist show. So I just figured I'm just going to continue with that. So for the past few years, I've been touring Mind Magic Live. Why did I call it that? Because nobody knew what a mentalist was. If I were starting it now, I could have just said Joshua Sepp the Mentalist, right? But I had to say Mind Magic to sort of understand what the show is all about.
Well, credit to you, because I don't know if you follow the WNBA. And
Not at all.
okay, neither do I. But Caitlin, I'll tell you where I'm going with this. Caitlin Clark is the most famous WNBA player.
Very famous because Ivy wrote that.
Okay.
Yeah.
But all the other women in the WNBA hated her. And I'm like, why? She's bringing so many more eyeballs to the sport. They're getting so many more sponsorships. They're getting so many more
Because they haven't achieved what they want to achieve in their career yet.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But credit to you for being like, hey, this guy's killing it.
I don't have such high aspirations. Yeah. I'm happy.
Well, hey, you are at the pinnacle right now of the Lunch Table Podcast.
Yes.
I was gonna say, I'm not gonna lie, like he seems, because I've heard O's on it's not. This is like my classic thing on the podcast. Like Abby's a hater. He always has to be like the divergent.
Oh, hi, Ghost. Hi, meow.
I'm a marathon runner, just like me.
Girl.
Well, Otis has never been on the Lunch Table Podcast.
Yeah, I don't know that I am because
Yeah,
I
Bobby.
see the table. But
Yeah.
I don't see that.
Yeah. No, no. No.
It's the only reason I said yes. At this point, I'm missing it.
Yeah.
I don't even know how we got on that. I don't even do that anymore. So yeah, it's all mentalism now. But to complete that thought, no, I'm really happy that O's is having the success that he's having because people now know what a mentalist is. So I, as far as I know, I am the only mentalist touring theaters throughout the United States with a publicly ticketed show. So I am benefiting from the fact that he only does corporate events.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't even know that.
He doesn't like. He can't.
He only does corporate events.
Take that, O's.
I know you have like a grand finale that you said you were going to have at the end.
Yeah.
Is there one that you could maybe give us a little taste of something that would really use the
I'm just it's about the anime voice stuff. I mean, I'm fine with it. This is the first podcast nobody's brought up.
It's funny.
Any of the anime stuff.
You don't know as much about that stuff.
Oh, okay. What?
I'm gonna give you the word. Yeah. I know nothing about anime, but I know it's the most popular thing.
I know. We don't watch anime too much.
Maybe you guys don't. So
No,
you can just
go
tell.
ahead.
So okay. So my other career is I'm much more famous as a voice actor than as a mentalist. For over 25 years, I voiced the main character in a show called Digimon.
Okay. Whoa. What?
Yeah.
No one. Wait.
I voiced Time of the Digimon. Digimon. Do your research, guys.
I actually love
Digimon as a kid. That's big. That's big. Yeah. It's the 90s. Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What if he's just like, no, I'm kidding.
I was finding this out.
I heard it.
Yeah.
About voicing the billiards of. Can I shake your hand? Gotcha.
All right, that'll be $50.
Well, now, Abby, you shouldn't have touched him. Now you just learned something about you that
Right. It, really, honestly, it's because other than Digimon, it's a few video games that it's still voice. I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's a great little beach town, and I have a little recording studio there. So it's I have the same microphone that they have in the studios in LA, which is at Neumann TLM 103.
Okay. Yeah.
Inside baseball, yeah. But that's the mic. You get the right mic and the right mixer, and
Upwork is the best tool to find and hire high-quality, but easy. Give it a try. Get a match. Get moving. Upwork.
Hi, I'm Dr. Mary Cronin.
Dr. Pam Peake. This is Anthony Fowler.
I'm Dr. Amy DeGrande. This is Dr. Felice Hirsch. This is Cynthia Thurlow. I'm Dr. Carrie Jones.
I'm Dr. Doug Lucas, and welcome to Health 3.0.
Software for backup track. They're improving it. And so they'll be like an engineer in Dallas and a director in LA and then me in Florida. And I'm seeing on the screen the movie or whatever. And maybe I have a script on an iPad or it's on a split screen. And I'm hearing their feedback and the M&E track, like the music and effects tracks and stuff in the cans. And then I hear the beep, beep, beep. Come on, guys, let's save the world.
Well, I'm even more embarrassed that I had a microphone issue with a voice actor. That's extremely embarrassing.
My best friend is an animator based out of LA. It's like he loves all of this stuff too. So
Yeah.
when he watches this video, he's just gonna be
His
like,
mind's going to be blown.
"You're the worst fucking animator."
But you got a big following. You're doing stuff right.
So, anyway,
It's those dimples.
yeah, it's all
Too late.
We'll get back to the voice acting, but
Yeah.
to go back to the reason originally that I found you the
Yeah.
mentalism,
Yeah.
is there a little something, a little nugget that you can start with to show us what you can do? I don't know how to start.
How to get into it?
Yeah,
I don't
that's
just
good.
it's
That's
not like Leonardo trick.
Yeah,
It's
but
not like
watch it.
Leonardo DiCaprio of the anime world on the podcast.
Well,
and
you're just like mentalism on the title, so I want him to show.
I want it to be the finale, because once I do this thing, like that's it. Like
Okay.
like this, like you want me to like lead into the ending in the middle.
No,
Unless this is the ending.
No, I didn't want to do the grand finale
Let-
yet. Yeah.
Let's not like.
Let's bake the cake.
It's called tipping the bit. Like you don't want to tip the bit before you start it.
Now this is unbelievable because first of all, I am one of the most untalented impressionists in the world. So
I'll be the judge of that.
You know,
Give me your best
Every
worst
voice he
impression.
does is the same
it's
voice.
always a Russian guy.
All right, let's hear it.
No, but I don't even think I have a Russian guy in there. Now that I'm thinking about it.
You are correct. Yes.
I was going to ask you at the end. Don't answer us yet. I was going to ask you at the end which one of us has a better chance of being a voice actor, ignoring our followings and everything, just our voices.
Yeah.
So give them a little taste of your just lack of talent.
I'll do Mayor of Munchkin City in The Wizard of Oz because I did that.
Yeah.
That was my breakout performance, Lyndhurst High School class of 2008.
Sure.
Let's hear it.
As mayor of the Munchkin City in the county of the land of Oz, I welcome you most regally. That's all I got.
You gotta have a little more granulousness in the voice.
This guy's a genius.
As like
It's too flat.
yes, too flat. As mayor of Munchkin City, I welcome you most regally. Something like that. Yeah.
You did this for a part.
You were 8. Or it was 08.
He's a professional. Yeah, you were
Yeah.
performing in front of 500
Yeah.
people when you were 8. So don't give him an out.
Yeah, to be fair, don't leave it with me.
It sucks.
I always acted in a couple of video games just because, like, I have the gaming channel and developers have reached out to me and said, "Hey, can you be a voice in this game?" Never anything big.
Yeah.
But
So could we get like a 5-part lesson on voice acting, like super truncated? Like how do I go from
you want a
Super truncated, but 5 parts.
Yeah, well,
Yes.
just talked about the last
Some
lady you
basics.
had give us
I'll
a
give you
six.
some basics. Here's some basics.
it's not 5-part, 5-step, like raise your
sure,
head,
Sure. Okay.
hold your nose.
Okay. So it's different for different types of vehicles. Like, for instance, if you're on the radio, that is a different type of a read than doing a commercial where they want real people all the time, which is different than anime, which is like really over the top, which is different than video games, which tends to be kind of more computerized and raw emotions, things like that. So the style depends on what your voice is. So, and then I guess tip 2 is know who you are. Don't be afraid to have conversations in real life, because that's how you start to get comfortable with the sound of your own voice. Record yourself. Talk at length, not just like, yeah, no, and then everything is by text. Like, how are you going to have an interesting voice? What is interesting? There's some sort of music and uniqueness, the uniqueness of of you, or you, me, whatever.
Oh my goodness, Fox even watching, that's amazing.
Spirit of the person is coming through in the
You guys must really like forestry. Which is superb. No, okay, one's
And
left.
tip 3.
Three number one believes.
Read fiction out loud. When I was first starting out, the Harry Potter books were new, and because I was also a magician, I read them. I read every single book out loud with the characters. In fact, when I auditioned for Ty, I was thinking of him as Harry Potter in the first book, because in both cases it's just this normal kid about the same age who is given something with magical powers that drops out of the sky, a Digivice in Digimon 1 in Harry Potter. So I was thinking of them in the same way, because when you audition, you're just given sides, which is like, if you're lucky, a picture and maybe a paragraph explaining something about the story itself, and a few lines, not very much to go on. So you have to make it up. The best way to do that is attach it to some other story of a person you know in real life, a movie you saw, something else, right, that you have to bring into it. I guess that would be the next, what are we at, the fourth tip now after reading out loud, which is connect your read, your audition,
And I asked.
to something else that you've experienced in your life. Otherwise, it sounds flat. It has to be something that occurred in the moment before, right? And then the final, this is pretty quick, right? The final tip is learn breath control. Learn breath control. Everything starts and ends through breath. So the easiest technique is called Ujjayi breath, which is in through your nose, out through your mouth, with making a whispered sound like this.
Why climb the ladder when you can build your own thing? These days, you got AI, social media, and a million other ways to start from scratch. I had an idea, and I made it real. I used Busy to set up my LLC, and it was fast and simple. If you're ready to do your own thing, Busy.
He already stinks. And what it does is it opens up your ability to speak longer and more forcefully, and to use all the notes in your instrument, which is your vocal range, and also engage your body in production of that sound, not just from the neck up.
No, I mean, the one, like, when your tip 2, I think it was, where it was be confident in your voice. When I started my YouTube channel 9 years ago, whatever it was, if you watch my first couple of videos, I'm, like, embarrassed of my own voice, right?
But now you're comfortable with it, I can tell.
Now I'm comfortable, right?
Yeah, it takes time. It takes reps.
Like, the first time I recorded the video, I was like, friends are going to see this. I'm, like, shelled up. I'm editing the video. I'm like, oh, this is terrible.
Bonus tip. Don't try to do a bunch of character sounds before you know what your sound is.
Oh,
Nail your own sound.
I was going to say, are there voices that you would stay away from because you're like, that's just not in my wheelhouse?
That would be crazy.
You don't have that kind of voice of God, like, man, one woman, one night to save the world.
Not bad.
That's not bad. Yeah, but I'm not that guy.
If that's
right?
not your skill, then that's pretty darn impressive.
All right.
Wait for a vehicle.
Yeah, I'm not that guy. That's why I play more youthful, energetic characters.
Yeah.
Does like working out count? Because you're in very good shape. I'm not. So I always wonder, does that affect?
Well, thanks, Sailor. It does affect it, yeah. Because I'm doing
just being on stage.
Well, right. I'm doing 3 or 4 live events every week. I usually do 2 like touring ticketed theater shows on Friday and Saturday nights, and then 1 or 2 like corporate events, like I'm keynoting this event here, this hotel tomorrow. Or I did an event in Boston a couple of nights ago. So it's 3 or 4 events every week, and they're very physically demanding. Not to mention all the travel, and the lack of sleep, and time zones, and all that. So you got to be in good shape, and it helps with the visualization as well. That's why when you say like O's is a runner, I don't care. The fact that he's a runner, the fact that he is a runner means he has stamina, right? So I don't do what he does, but there's a loop around it. I mentioned I'm overlooking a golf course where I live. Well, there's a loop around the course which is 3 miles, and I don't run it, but I kind of lightly jog it pretty much every morning. And like to the extent that I'm in good shape, it's just simply I'm not in great shape, but I'm not going to like the gym regularly. But I do cardio like that because it enhances your stamina. Diet, exercise, sleep, and not stressing about things that you are powerless to change. Like those are the 4.
I think we might be 0 for 4 on that. Okay, terrible for him. Exercise. So I just had a baby 2 months ago.
And I
Congratulations. Thank you,
Yeah.
baby.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
She's beautiful.
Yeah.
But she cries, doesn't let me sleep, doesn't
Babies
let me
will
work
do
out.
that. Babies will
I
do
eat
that.
takeout all the time.
Yeah.
So
What's her
my
name?
chance.
What's her name?
Her name's Mia.
Mia.
Oh, why am I telling him? I'm just kidding. Gotta watch. Is it Mia? Yeah, at the end of the episode, your child's
Yeah.
name's Mia. My memory's so bad, I'll probably forget.
It will get easier. My daughter just turned 13 a few
nice.
days ago. But now I have two teenagers at home, and I didn't get a full night's sleep for the first 3-4 years.
No wonder why he's traveling so much on tour.
Well, I wrote my book. I've written 3 books, but the only one that's any good is the most recent one that I wrote, which was already like a decade ago. It's called Finding Focus in a Changing World, and it was because my daughter was screaming and crying so much.
Yeah.
I could not get anything done. And
That's where I am right now.
Well, I realized that is really the key to peak performance in any profession. And certainly the professions that I chose, being on stage or behind the mic, is to be able to lock in and give 100% when the moment calls for it. And to do that, you need the ability to focus. And there are techniques like these breathing techniques that I was starting to mention that you can utilize to be a peak performer. You know, no matter what you're doing. So that's why I wrote that book, because I didn't have it, because the kids were taking all of my focus from me, and I realized no matter what other skill sets that I have acquired and developed over the years, it doesn't matter if you don't have the ability to lock in and focus.
No, that's great advice.
I have one more question.
Yeah.
I have 2 more questions.
I got 5 more questions.
This is the most important. We'll wrap up soon.
No, I got a few other things, but yeah.
What's this, a lunch table podcast? It's gonna be the dinner table podcast pretty soon.
The Breakfast Club.
Yeah. Which one of Tiger's major wins was the one that you loved the most?
My son?
No. Oh. Is your son
A golfer?
You said
no. He's 15, but he's an electronic music producer. So if you look up Tiger's set on any streaming music channel, yeah, I think his music's fantastic. He hates it all. He will stop. He stops. Now he's 15. Now he's a freshman in high school, and he put his first album. What do you call it now? When he was 10. I put it out for him because he wasn't releasing any of his tracks. Now that he's older, he's not letting me do it for him. So he's got like tons of music that he's created of varying degrees of quality. But yeah, he makes all this music. That's his major win. The fact, just like me, the moment that I walked into a theater for the first time, I loved it. I knew this is what I wanted to do. And he took a music tech class when he was in 5th grade. My kids go to like an arts and entertainment, like a creatively based school. So he took this music tech class when he was in the 5th grade. And like, that's it. Like, he locked in and he never changed his mind. He said, I want to produce music. Yeah, and he's done it very consistently ever since. Wow. And by the way, for anybody out there that has a creative passion they want to pursue, none of us start good. Like,
I sucked at first. We still suck, honestly, but we
get better over time. You have to love it enough to be willing to do it even though you suck.
Yeah.
And to get over the embarrassment and put it out there anyway.
No, confidence is probably one of the biggest things, just being confident enough to put it out there and be okay with being not good at first, and then you just get better over time.
Yeah. How are you such a good father on top of like doing all this other stuff? You sound like
I don't have a T-shirt though. Nobody ever got me a T-shirt.
World's best dad.
Who's ever got me?
How do you know I'm a good father?
Well, your kids sound passionate. They sound like
motivated for sure.
I hope I'm a good father. It's because it's important to me.
And you know why I know you're a good father? Because you talk with so much pride about your kids.
Yeah. I love being a dad, and I never thought I would be a dad because I would like all entertainers. I was gonna say most, but probably all of us are very self-centered. We have to be, right? You have to have.
I'm learning this right now, Joshua. I'm like 7 weeks in, and this is the toughest part, I'm sure, of having a child. But I'm like, did I make a mistake here? What are we doing here?
I love it. You up to all kinds of life experiences, and you'll grow as a human being. It's the best thing ever. But if I had had kids when I was early on in my career, I wouldn't have had either of my because I wouldn't want to be a good dad. So I waited. Now, as an older dad, I just and I'm like earlier saying, like, I'm happy where I am. Like I'm not aspirational anymore. I don't. Oh, I wish I had like a TV series, or I wish I could. No, I did everything pretty much. I just want to keep doing what I'm doing, and then spend all my free time with my kids, being a good dad at the time that I have. And when people say it goes like that, it goes like that because you don't have 18 years with them. They're not going to remember anything really for the first few years. Like you got maybe from 5 to 12.
And then they don't want to be bothered.
Exactly. Now it's like, I got my friends, and we're FaceTiming, and we're meeting up at the mall, and whatever they're doing. For my son, he's on the wrestling team, and they're like, he's got his buddies there. No, you got maybe 6 or 7 years.
You got that 7-year window where they love you, they want to be with you all the time.
Yeah.
But they're old enough to remember.
Yeah, you say best friends, and then it's like, no, they're best friends.
Yeah.
So enjoy.
I am looking forward to that. Abby's got an 18-month-old, 15-month-old.
Oh, you do?
You're kind of in the same boat. This is just
I'm trying to throw you off.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fine.
He is, Raphael means everything. Talk about it on the podcast.
So you have 3 more Ninja Turtles to spawn.
I'm trying.
Well, my daughter's name's Donatello, so
yeah.
No, yeah. Raphael means everything to me, and I'm finding that really hard balance for my life, Joshua, where I just don't feel like I'm selfish enough, but I also feel like I'm trying this whole second avenue, this whole second act.
Because Abby works as a full-time accountant.
Yeah.
Also, I used to be an accountant.
So you have 3 acts. You have the podcast.
I work corporate strategy.
You have the job, and you have the kid.
Yeah.
I'm surprised I wasn't invited to this conference. That's why I asked.
Yeah, we saw like accounting firms.
Yeah.
I'm going to know someone here.
I was like, there's a good chance I'm going to get someone to log in. So, yeah, this is kind of like, not a side act, but just we met at work together, and we've been friends ever since. And
met at the lunch table.
Yeah.
Hence the name. Sorry about no lunch included, but...
And he became very famous, and I kept my word.
Got it. Yeah. Well, you're on camera now, so you got to get a catchphrase.
Yeah.
Then you'll be famous.
I think I have.
What's your catchphrase?
I actually like it.
Yeah.
Probably one that I'm thinking.
Shout out me.
Shout out me.
Shout out.
Abby is a very overconfident man, so he will talk about something that he's proud of himself for, and he'll just give, shout out me. And I just thought that was unique.
Just a very, like, having a conversation.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I just thought about putting, like, rigatoni on top of the pizza. And I'm like,
shout out you. I get it. You need to make a meme. Yeah, shout out. Why aren't you wearing a hat that says shout out me? Like the writer on 30 Rock.
it's fair.
Yeah.
You gotta get this
Merch. You need merch. We're going to need merch.
We're still on this podcast. I mean, $200 a month.
Donate money. They need money. They need diaper money.
We do need that diaper money. We're
Sorry, that's nice.
Yeah.
Because so that you can use hypnotism to quit smoking.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, can you apply those things to yourself, or does it help the other people? Let's say you're a
Absolutely
smoker.
apply it to yourself, but it does help.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, let me get back to the BS artists because hypnosis is real. It is all hypnosis is self-hypnosis. Okay, it's something you do to yourself.
Oh, we're losing people.
It helps to have someone guide you and help get to that point where you have theta brain
Good.
active in your mind. Just like at the end of the yoga.
I'm not allowed to go that. Oh, goodness. Have I went too far? We might have went too far.
Breathing. The yoga instructor is guiding you through meditation. A guided meditation is not that far off.
Let's see, can we got this one?
It's just on top of it, you layer an outcome like to stop smoking.
I think we've reached the end of the line.
So that the subconscious mind will hold on to it. For instance, I would never say that you don't like smoking because the word don't in the negative is not recognized by the subconscious mind, so it chops it off and becomes you like smoking. So like hypnotic phrasing and like with weight loss. Oh, too bad. Like you want for smoking with me, the taste of the cigarette is the same as the taste of the ash in the ashtray. So you make a positive link association. That's why this sort of important. With weight loss, it's not you're not losing something because it's a negative. So you're gaining your ideal weight. You're gaining your ideal physique. Yourself. So there are ways that you can be guided for the sport. Yeah, that's why it works. Can you do it yourself? Yes. Do you have to train to understand how to do it? Possibly not.
I don't like how you looked at me when you started talking about losing weight. Just
Yeah.
I spent weeks I didn't eat those. If I put a little weight, give me a break.
The ideal body.
The ideal. The ideal. Yeah. Oh, wait, the other thing. Not BS artists, okay? Nobody has any special powers. Nobody.
They claim they do.
Nobody. No religious leader, no political leader, no psychic, no mentalist. None of them. Okay? Nobody knows anything. Okay? Really. Okay? Like, nobody knows anything that you wouldn't know yourself, is what I mean.
No, I'm glad you said that. Yeah, because a lot of people get scammed out of this.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, even at the beginning of my mentalism shows, is there stuff that I'm doing that's real? Yeah, it's just a reading body language and influencing choices and things. Is there some BS going on? Is it a branch of magic? Absolutely. But I'm an entertainer, so I don't mind as long as it's entertaining, right?
Yeah.
I just don't want anybody to get scammed because that they get some sort of false belief that there's these people who know things and
Speak to loved ones.
that's the word. That's the word.
Just
Yeah.
praying on them.
Yeah, that's exactly. That's why I said, Mom, nothing to do with being a psychic.
My mom, Diana Shinnick, Winners High School, she's an idiot.
No, she isn't. She, I don't know this Diana. I don't know who she is, but there's those things. There isn't, but it's very easy to be what's called shut off. Because people, especially when I used to be,
Want to hear.
well, people know the audience would come up to me, especially when I used to be in it. Just like, you have powers, you have skills.
Yeah.
No, you just don't understand, you don't realize, you don't recognize what you have. They want to believe, you can't get them to stop believing. Yeah. But I can stop them from believing and don't already believe.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we have a tradition before we have the grand finale.
Okay.
Before the grand finale, we have a tradition called lunchtime.
Yeah.
I don't know if you came up with the name.
Okay.
And basically, we read a question that was sent to us on the last podcast from
Yeah.
a guest or a fan. And somebody said, if you were legally required to replace one of your hands with a kitchen utensil, which one would you pick?
You can't use tongs.
Because it would still be there.
Just a random question that has nothing to do with anything you've done. You're gonna pick a whisk? I just feel like you probably whisk more than you think. What about a spork? That's not a kitchen. It's a.
You find it in a kitchen, so I think it counts. You find it in a kitchen drawer. Yeah, well, I was gonna say one of those knives, like a Swiss Army knife, right? Because it's called the whole thing. It's in a drawer, sure. It's got scissors. It's got screwdriver.
I'm not allowed.
Some of them have like a little.
Yeah, you know, if the audience, whoever sent that question, say his name. What was his name? If
Insert name here.
If Night Wolf 710 would allow Swiss Army knife, that's the best answer I saw.
Yeah.
What's the worst answer?
It's scissor hands.
whisk.
It's first answer is scissor hands. I got rid of scissor hands. Yeah.
What about like a streamer? I mean, that's not really a utensil.
Yes.
So hands would probably be much worse.
No.
Yeah, vegetable peeler's not great. Unless you All right. Really quick, and if the answer is no to this one, that's totally fine. We can cut it out if you want.
When you shop Ashley, your furniture evolves with your new movement. With a wide selection of modular sections, you can change as your family grows. Plus, Ashley's stain-resistant fabric options keep it looking brand new. Shop modular sections with Ashley in store or online today.
So many little trees.
Here's what does work. 3 things you need to know to boost
That
your
proves
weight
my
health
point
without
perfectly.
draining, like iron. Number 1, anything plus decline. As we age, our
Is there like a very simple trick, mentalism, magic that Abby and I can go home and play on our wives or our friends that would be like really cool for them?
Yes, but
because
because
give away your hands.
no, this is just some things for kids and spouses and things. All right, this is something that I used to fool my own kids with.
I love it.
But you need like a pack of crayons.
Okay.
Okay. You could just have any random collection of crayons, right? You turn around, you have them pick any crayon out and put it in your hand behind your back, right? then you go, this is terrible because I'm telling you how it works without showing you. Like, it'd be better. No, imagine. Just it's purple, right? How did I know? So this is what you do. You nail Nick a crayon. The crayon they handed you that you're not seeing, right? You've never seen it. You turned around.
You're holding it.
Yeah, you just get a little on your thumbnail, and then you're seeing it purple like that. Yeah, or whatever color. Yeah.
Yes. Oh,
It is actually a really good trick.
on the way home, we're picking up crayons, and I'm not pulling this on my child because she's too little. I'm pulling it on my wife.
Yeah. If they're too young, they'll just need the crayon. You can
That's true. Yeah.
instead of handing it to them.
But maybe like that 5-year-old crayon.
Absolutely. No, and adults too.
If I guess this, we're going to Taco Bell.
Oh, I'm doing this to my wife tonight. I am doing this to my wife tonight.
That's great.
Okay. That was a good question.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
So Joshua, the floor is yours. I know you said you had something special.
So we gotta do some mind reading. Big finish here.
All right.
Some mind reading. That's what I'm saying to say. It doesn't know. It's a breach of nature. It's not a psychic. It's a magician that does sleight of hand rather than sleight of hand. So instead of manipulating things like cards and coins and whatnot, it's people. It's their emotions and thoughts influencing choices, reading body language, BS.
But Abby, let's look at him in the eye.
Hopefully at this point, it will be more real. Yeah. So it's just a psychological. I used to call this a psychological signature.
Okay.
So beforehand, I was asking you, like, to think of a childhood memory, and did you have like a favorite pet?
Yes, I did.
A pet growing up.
Yeah.
So let's focus on because the reason I asked you to just focus on some childhood memory is anything current you might talk about on the podcast, on social media. So this as a kid, have you talked about that? Do you know the name of this pet? Nothing. Okay. All right.
I
Great.
talk about my current pet. I don't think I've ever mentioned my
That's
childhood pet.
perfect. There's something real. You can't change it, but no way that you would know.
No.
Focus on the pet right now, and I want you to think of the first letter of that pet's name. You remember the name? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Just look at me now. It's either an A, B, C, D, E, no. E, F, G, H, I, no.
Scared. You're scared.
Focus on that first letter. H, I, J, K, L, no. M, N, O, P, Q, R. That's the next letter. It's S. Now, did you see him do this with his shoulders? He went up like that. He took a breath. He did. It's a micro expression, right? It's the next letter. Well, let's see if I'm right. Is it an S? Does it start with an S?
No, yeah, it does.
It does. It's good. Good. Okay. All right. Yeah. The last letter. Imagine this is like a piece of paper, and this is a pen.
I'm just giving you anything for Joshua.
It's like a Ouija board, like a. You're gonna write on it. You're fine.
I can see the letter on your palm right now.
Yeah. Okay, now make it real. Like this is the pen, this is the paper, and you're gonna write now. Last letter, go. Down. Not an I, because it goes back up. It could be a V, but you can use a W. Did you just draw a W in your mind? It is, right? Yes.
Something's going on. I'm sorry, this wasn't random. It's not a random. There's cameras.
You chose where to set up. All right, let's keep going. I'm locked in now.
All right.
All right, think of the color of the pet now. Is it darker color?
Yeah.
Yeah, like black.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No way I would know this. Yeah, it's. Did you ever call to this animal to come to you? Would it come when you called?
Sure.
Yeah.
She was an outdoor.
Oh, don't say it. You're telling me it's female, outdoor. Yes, but I don't think it's a dog. I think it's a cat, right?
It is a cat. It is a cat.
So it's unusual that it would come to you and you call. But in this case, she did. So imagine right now.
Actually, I just realized it's a boy. I gave you false information. It was a boy. Well, my current pet. I have a pet right now. That's
It's a she.
Yeah.
But I want you to think of the cat that you had as a kid.
That was actually a boy. I'm sorry, I lied to you. It was a boy. But
Okay.
everything else I told you was true. Dark.
Nobody knows whether you're telling the truth or not at this point. Okay. All right. Big finish here. Big finish here. That's not the object. The object is for me to know the name.
Yeah.
So imagine that you're calling to this cat that you had as a kid, and you're saying, "Come here, buddy. Come here, Shadow."
That was the name of my cat. Shadow.
That's unbelievable.
I swear I've never said my cat's name You guys can tell me if I'm lying. I've never said the cat's name live. You didn't know that. I didn't know anything. I didn't even know you had a cat. We've been friends for 10 years. I don't know if my wife could tell my cat's name from a childhood. That's impressive, Steve. That was impressive stuff. Thank you. And I'm out. Yes. Joshua, really quick, do you have anywhere where people can find you? I know you performed live. Yeah, it was awesome. You got to see it live.
Just go to mindmagicshow.com. Can you put a fancy graphic?
Absolutely.
Mind Magic Show.
We'll link it down below, guys. Check them out. Well, I am trying the crayon trick on the way home. Guys, thank you so much for joining us for the episode. Joshua was awesome. See you next week for another episode. Wow. How did you know that?
That was the coolest outro I've ever done.
There is a place
I love how
in
young said then.
Tennessee.
Well, that's done. No more until the next weekend. Am I good right now? Yeah. Actually, come on. We're gonna clear the area. You want to watch it? That's great.
Without Purdue Global, I wouldn't be where I am.
There's creatures who hide in the darkness, haunting and creeping. It told her, don't you worry, just know everywhere. Just let you know everything is right. Just let me know.
Why can I now not cut this? I should be able to cut through this one. Getting it now? Oh, okay. Digging down the blade. That's it. Technically, we're done with this.
No matter your vision or your budget, find
Actually, over here.
They're having a let me fix it. Whoever can hijack the citywide signal and squeeze every screen down in hell will people at the cease on the throne without to sell. Where is the urgency? Freeze, give the skyline, but the credit goes to me. I gave well that her followers gave valleys in the street. 70 years I've climbed and rebranded a scheme, while that radio relic still haunts every dream. Turn me down once, now we sky the stream. Time to it's time that
Ah!
Who's laughing? Old friend. And then I hold him down while that grin starts cracking.
Rewrite real quick with AI in Acrobat Studio. Select any text from your PDF. Keep it short and snappy. or make it worth her.
Look into my eyes, does it terrify? Staring me dead, creeping down your spine, leave you paralyzed. Till you can't wait, and then your dream. And it's that old destruction, you want it to make the world stand. So I show myself. Yeah, you can down, down, no illusions, I am callous from the inside out. And you don't know that half of it I've been through well. See the devil and I ran through the fire. Spin yeah, no, you can be
Let's finish this now. That's it. Oh, wow. This is good. Let's see if we can activate this. Also, is my help window broken? I got damage these fucking rocks. Oh, baby, listen to this. There's a sawmill. Oh, that's all I'm supposed to. Oh, pick it up.
Yippee, yippee, yay, yippee, yay.
That's what Noah is. Why is he little what? I don't know. There better be a sawmill out here. Should blink. Oh, this is nice. No, you're not, you stupid AI. No, you're not. There's no object physically blocking this vehicle. Oh my god, I hate you. Ugh. I swear to myself this thing. That's it. Stop. Just hit me. Turn traffic off. There you go. That's what we're gonna put it on. Still eyes gonna come here.
Staying current on advances in treatment and care is essential to your practice, as is maintaining your.
I'll be back.
Give me the hate, give me the stress. No one knows you, no one to hide, pain is delicious. My enemies calling my name, no surrender. Here only the strong survive. Don't need a shame, nothing divine's gonna save me. I'm a machine, building a dream is what saved me. Breaking the door, which no more, no escaping. Watch me as I touch the sky. My face is a price of pain. Fade. The message in my head will become the pain. I'm a fade. Control. Stop. My soul. Kicks. I'm a lion, fear is a lamb to the slaughter. Cut my feet, I wish me I ain't a martyr. Killing the dark, I don't like growing short. Watch me as I show my life. My face is a price of pain. I say nothing ever hurts when you feel the pain. Come through. They say the world's gonna forsake me. The poison in my ears won't shake me. In my inner bliss still fading. Rising up, faith don't break me.
Mm-hmm. What does that do? No. Meow. Meow.
Ever since I could remember, everything inside of me.
Oh my god, dude. How did...
I was never one for pretenders. Everything I
How did you get stuck?
just put inside. Oh, never told you what I was. Would you turn your back on me? And if
Oh, I
it seemed
understand.
dangerous, would you be scared? I get the feeling just because everything I touch is a dark enough. If these problems lies in me, keeps getting stronger. Can I clear my conscience if I'm different from the rest? Do I have to run and hide? I never said that I want this. It's a burden and came to me. Saying the smallest thing I've ever told you what I want. Would you turn your back on me? And if that seemed dangerous, would you be scared? And I get the feeling just because everything I touch isn't dark enough. That this problem lies in me. I'm the street man.
Oh. Right.
Yes. Yeah, you can be the best. You can be the king, come sitting on your chest. You can be the world, you can be the wall. You can talk to God, go banging on his door. You can throw your hands up, you can be the clock. You can move a mountain, you can break rocks. You can be a master, don't wait for nothing. Dedicate yourself when you go.
Feel like buildings over here, rhinos over here.
You can run a mile, you can walk straight through hell with a smile. You could be the hero, go breaking all the records. For your people, for your pride, we're going along. They even try. If we're for your country, for your name, but they're going to teachers, be politicians, be preachers. Be believers, be leaders, be astronauts, be champions, be truth seekers. Be students, be teachers, be politicians, be preachers. Be believers, be leaders, be astronauts, be champions.
When your wife stops asking you to help around the house, that's not her being nice. That's her giving up on you having the energy. And for me, it started right after I began that weight loss prescription. She wasn't wrong to worry. I mean, what do you expect when she watches you pass out on the couch every night by 7:30? Yeah, the weight was coming off, but so was everything else. I stopped making weekend plans. Couldn't even mow the lawn without it wiping me out. I just felt weaker.
Alright. Go to sleep and then in a new month. We gotta get to August, it's gonna be bad. But we're gonna make a lot of good money. I think it can like out like that I did in game. Okay, so first up is buildings, but we're gonna do that in episode 3 because I don't want this to go any longer. See you in the next one. Like, subscribe.